Well, good morning, everybody. Good to see y'all. Every week when I come up here, I hear somebody go, shh. Anyway, if that's you, thank you. I hear that. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you for choosing to worship with us. If you're a guest here with us today, thank you for being here. If you would like some more information about our church, it's really easy to do. In the pew in front of you, you'll see a guest card. You can fill that card out, and then when service is over today, don't worry about putting that card in the offering plate or anything like that. Just leave it in the seat of your pew. So if you fill out a visitor's card, a guest card, just leave that in the seat of your pew. We'll come back behind you after service and pick that up. Or just send me an email to John, that's John, that's the correct way to spell John. None of this Jon stuff. John at mycbcc.org. John at mycbcc.org. And hopefully I can answer any questions that you have. Pay attention to your bulletin. There's a lot of stuff coming up right now. Today's last day for Lottie Moon Christmas offering. Of course, we'll take it afterwards, but y'all didn't hear that from me. Today is the last day for that. I had an update this week of how much has been given so far, and you guys are so generous. And so far, it's a little bit over $20,000 for this year, and so thank you so much for that. So if you haven't brought that yet, you can continue to bring that. Also, you see opportunities to serve. If you want to serve in the choir, now's a great time to get into that. We need you as greeters as well, and it's a very important ministry we have here within our church. So if you'd like to be a greeter, let Cheryl know. Now, I want to give some, and pay attention on the second part of your bulletin. There's a women's event coming up this coming weekend, men's breakfast coming up. You guys can read all of that. Let's talk logistics for a minute. I don't know if you have looked at the weather or not, and I haven't looked at it since about 6:30 or so this morning. But there's potentially that this evening, during evening church time, there might be some really severe thunderstorms. They've even said something about potentially maybe some tornadoes in North Mississippi. Well, that's almost us here in Collierville. Now, most of the time, the weather wants to keep us scared and all that, so it may not be anything. But if we end up having some warnings of some really, really extreme weather, maybe some tornado watches or things like that, what I will do is, if I think we need to, we will postpone. We won't have service tonight. Now, as of right now, we're having it. If you don't hear from me this afternoon, we're having service tonight like normal. But I'll send out one of those mass voicemails that we do with snow and ice if, the weather means we need to not get out in it. So look for that. That'll be coming later in the afternoon around 3 or 4 if we end up canceling tonight. I hope we don't have to. If we end up not having church tonight, this is January. We are on our quarterly system now of when we have all of our meetings. And January is one of those months where we have our 5